All right, today we're going to talk about a tool that is, and I'm not exaggerating, quietly powering some of the biggest tech breakthroughs happening right now. We're talking about a way to build and test the future, not in some fancy lab, but entirely inside a computer.
No, really, just stop and think about that for a second. The stakes couldn't be higher, right? You have to know with absolute certainty that it's going to work, not just most of the time, but every single time. But how on earth do you test for every weird, once-in-a-lifetime scenario? A deer jumping out on a foggy night, or a sudden freak ice patch on the highway. You can't do that in the real world without risking lives and, frankly, millions of dollars. This isn't just a small problem, it's one of the biggest challenges for modern engineering.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem. Because the most important inventions today, the stuff that's actually pushing humanity forward, are built on systems that are just unbelievably complex. And trying to design these things presents a massive, massive hurdle.
I mean, think about it. You can't just build a dozen multi-billion-dollar Mars rovers and, crash them into craters to see which design is the toughest. You can't test a brand new kind of pacemaker by just trying it out on a bunch of people. The old way of doing things, build a physical prototype, test it, see it break, and then go back to the drawing board, it just doesn't work anymore. It can't keep up when the stakes are this high.
So if the real world is too risky and expensive for all that trial and error, what do? Well, engineers needed a new playground, a new space where they could build, break, tweak, and perfect their wildest ideas with zero physical risk. And that place is the virtual world.
The big idea here is to create what's called a digital twin. It's a dynamic model of your system that lives inside a computer and behaves exactly like the real thing would. This lets you run thousands, even millions of tests. You can push your design to its absolute breaking point and find every possible flaw, all before a single screw has even been manufactured.
And one of the most powerful tools for building these virtual worlds is called Simulink. Now, I know that definition sounds super technical. Multi-domain dynamic systems. All multi-domain really means is that it can handle different kinds of physics all at once. The electrical parts, the mechanical parts, the fluid parts of a robot, all working together. And dynamic just means it shows you how things change over time. But the concept behind it all is actually incredibly simple and intuitive.
Okay, so let's peel back the curtain a little, because this is where it gets really cool. How do you actually build a simulation of something as ridiculously complex as a car engine or the entire power grid?
Honestly, this is the best way to think about it, for real. But instead of those plastic bricks we all know, you've got this huge library of digital blocks. And each block represents something from the real world. It could be a motor, a pump, a sensor, or even just a little piece of math that describes how something works. So this visual way of working is called a block diagram. The blocks are like your nouns. They're the parts of your system. And the lines you draw between them, those are the verbs. They show how stuff like energy or data or force flows from one part to another. A line could be the electricity going into a motor or the speed reading coming out of a sensor. It's basically a flowchart for how reality works. And building with it is just as simple as it sounds. You literally drag the blocks you need onto your screen, you draw lines to connect them, mimicking how they connect in the real world, and then you hit play. That's it. The computer crunches all the numbers, and you get to watch a virtual version of your invention come to life, charting and graphing every single thing you could possibly want to know about it. So that's the how. It's pretty cool, right? But the why this matters so much, that's where things get really revolutionary. This is about so much more than just a piece of software.
I mean, just look at this breakdown. It's night and day. With physical prototypes, you're spending a fortune on materials and labor. A simulation, it's just computer time. A real-world test could take weeks to set up. You can run a simulation in minutes, or sometimes even seconds. But here's the absolute game changer. Safety. Want to know what happens if a jet engine fails at 30,000 feet? In a simulation, you can run that test 1,000 times before lunch with a single click. It's incredible.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Simulation completely changes the game. It transforms failure from being a catastrophe into just being another data point. It gives engineers the freedom to be creative, to experiment, to push the boundaries at a speed that was totally unimaginable just a generation ago. And don't think for a second this is some niche tool for academics. It is the engine behind progress everywhere. We're talking about designing the flight controls for next-gen jets, optimizing entire power grids to run on clean energy, developing smarter artificial hearts, even building the 5G and 6G networks our whole future is going to run on. Simulation is right there at the very heart of it all. So when you zoom out and look at the big picture, you start to realize this is about way more than software. It's a fundamental change in how we invent and how we solve our biggest, toughest problems. Look, the bottom line is this. We live in an age of incredibly complex challenges. Everything from climate change to exploring deep space. But the exciting part is, we now have tools that let us meet that complexity head-on. By building our future in a virtual world first, we can make sure that when we finally build it for real, it's safer, it's smarter, and it's better than we ever could have made it otherwise.
So it kind of leaves you with this one amazing thought, right? If you had this kind of power, the power to model and test a solution to any problem with no risk, where would you even start? A new way to grow food, a revolutionary economic model, a cure for a disease? The possibilities, they're literally endless. Really makes you think.